The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily. Every day, 9 a.m. Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We got to do the Bitcoin Daily because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin, what's happening with our altcoins, what's gonna happen next, right? Bitcoin is not doing all that well, so technically it is doing okay-ish, but not very well. So hopefully soon. There's not a lot of people in the chat. I don't know, maybe that's because Thursday, maybe because it's Eastern Thursday or whatever that is, right? Maybe people are looking for the eggs around the house. At least that's what the kids are gonna do soon. Batch Guitar is in the chat. Let's go. Green Goblin, yo. Rostein Army is here. And those are the three guys in the chat right now. We got only 26 people watching. So, it's good enough to start and, make a short update on what's happening with Bitcoin. And by the way, Shiba is pulling a little bit on the downside after this listing on Robinhood. You can see here it had big moves towards the upside, something like 35%. Right now it's pulling back a little bit down here below certain levels, still above major resistance lines up here. But we'll see how this actually gonna play out because Shiba, the bull market is not yet established, so we cannot expect any kind of major moves just yet. These major moves need to take. Oftentimes people say that this is not Bitcoin bear market. I still see people say that we are not, we are just about to enter Bitcoin bear market. And I just want to say that, we already went through Bitcoin bear market. This is a Bitcoin bear market, guys. This over here is Bitcoin bear market. If you want to be technical, you can say we had two Bitcoin bear markets down here because, these are, drops of 50%. 50% two times on downside, sideways movement for how long up here from the top to right now? That's 52 bars, that's 52 weeks. How many days is that? 652 weeks. 1 year bear market we had. It's a little bit different than what people are generally considering a bear market down here, 51 bars, 51 weeks, but it's still a bear market. It wasn't a big dump on downside, it wasn't like 80-90% dump on downside, but it's still a bear market. Any kind of bear market is like where the price does not move up, right? I mean, we had a small move up here, but it's consolidation bear market, but it's still bear market. Yarik Blar, 0.99 bucks. Thanks, man, appreciate it, Diamond. Nate Spurs, yo, what's up? Only 26 bytes, quality over quantity. Yeah, quality over quantity. Right now we are getting into the extreme quality with 39 people watching. So I think this is definitely a bear market. That doesn't matter how you pronounce it, because the bear market, the way I would classify or say that it's a bear market, as soon as you break the trend, right? As soon as you break the trend up here, that's the bear market hitting, right? Up here. So as soon as we broke the trend up here, that's the bear market hitting. So even though we're going straight down a little bit up and down, this is it is bearish market. The gains are not, we haven't come up above the all-time high up here. So people think that this has to be bear market. It doesn't have to be. This is as well bear market up here. It went a little bit faster towards downside over here, but it is still bear market. Now people are still saying if we go down, we are gonna enter a bear market because, oh no, this is not a bear market. Now this is bear market. Like, I mean, if you want to see my chart, maybe I should show you my chart up here, so you'll see that we are in the bear market. You see, because I don't think people understand. Wait. All time. Where is since start? So what I'm gonna show you is stats of my. This is stats of my my YouTube channel, and as you can see here, it was nowhere down here. Then up here it started going up a little bit. This is the top up here at 9th May 2021. This is the bull market. This is bull market. Then we went down. If this over here it's not, bear market, I don't know what bear market is, man. I don't know what bear market is, because my channel is definitely some kind of bear market. I don't know if your if your Bitcoin is in the bear market, but my channel is definitely in the bear market. Now only Bitcoin, mostly Bitcoin, is doing this move up here, zigzag move towards the upside, which is a very bullish move. But a lot of altcoins, like you can see Shiba up here. If you don't call this a bear market, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. This went, you know, sideways for how long right now? 24 bars, almost half a year, went, you know, straight down. You know, it is a bear market, and you know, a lot of coins does mean this is a V chain. This is a V chain. It did zigzag, but you know, this is a bear market, man. That's a bear market, right? Waves actually had no bear market. Like this over here, maybe some kind of bear, you know, it just continues going towards the upside. These are the good coins. These are the good coins. Let's go down here. Dent, for example, still going on downside. Yeah, no, it's not bear market. We still hope it's only if you go down here, come to some kind of, you know, back to start. That's when bear market hits. No, it is bear market. But we are trying to get out of the bear market, so that's the trick. That's the trick. We're trying to get out of the bear market. Let me just turn off this over here. April 16 pink moon, yeah, man. April 16 pink moon. We're gonna see that. So what's happening here on the chart, on the daily chart? Of course, yesterday we talked about that as well. We had a big pump towards upside up here now. You know, unfortunately we are not breaking resistance. Unfortunately, you can see here on the dollar, 2 times on the dollar, hitting this very, very important resistance. If you by now do not see the triangle up here, I don't know what you're seeing. So what's happening down here? We went too fast on the downside, hit this very important level of support. You cannot break support when you have a impulsive move towards the downside. You need to slowly come to that support and then break it with the help of the indicators and moving averages and so forth, right? So we went too fast down. A bounce towards the upside was expected. Right now we are hitting this resistance. The thing that worries me about resistance up here, that we are using a little bit too much time, and we are kind of going towards the upside here instead of going towards the downside. So people will say that this upside move is some kind of bull flag. It's not bull flag. Bull flags go towards the downside, not towards the upside. Oftentimes these things that goes towards the upside breaks on the downside for whatever reason, but you know, the bull flags go towards the downside and then break to, you know, towards the upside, right? So this is not a bull flag. We still got this 10-20 moving average down here on the 4-hour time frame. Is going to give us very nice support. If we for whatever reason drop down here and fall down to this support, you can also see support down here on the pivot point down there in the middle, where we created this triple bottom on the downside. So this area down here between 40,003, 40,005, give or take, important level of support, and from then on we are hoping to bounce towards the upside. Now if you look at it a little bit closer up here, on the 4-hourly time frame, we are kind of breaking a trend a little bit up here. You can see this looks like it's breaking trend, but maybe this is more legit line, and I think this line over here is more legit. You can see we're still above the line, because this week's the only thing, but you know, up here we are 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 touches up here, so I think this line is a little bit more legit. And you can see also here at the top up here, it's kind of hard to draw the triangle, but you know, I think triangle should be something like this over here. So this is some kind of 1-hourly triangle. You can say, you know, 1-hour triangle. It's not that, you know, that important triangle, but it might indicate where the next move is gonna come. So if you break on the downside, it doesn't mean that we are not gonna, you know, eventually break towards the upside, but it does mean that we might see some kind of, you know, 40.5 down level down here, or you know, some kind of retest on the downside, right? If we break on the upside, of course, above this 41.5 level towards the upside, you know, that's gonna be the best case scenario, right? So you know, I'm right now watching this, you know, 1-hourly triangle just to see where the next move is gonna happen, but it does seem to me that we are gonna pull on the downside. It does seem to me that we're gonna bull. So this is 40 minutes left to go up on this candle up here. Maybe we're gonna get some kind of bullish engulfing candle up here and then break towards the upside. That happens, we are very, very much bullish. But right now, you know, it's a little bit too soon to call it. It's a little bit too soon, especially if you look at the daily time frame up here. On the daily time frame, we hit this very important level of resistance up here 2 times right now, and we are still not above. It also got 100 moving average up here. The 10 moving average is coming back for us. So you know, it's a little bit unsure what's gonna happen right over here, but we need some kind of breakout, something that shows bullishness. This over here, that isn't showing that much bullishness. Only thing this is showing is that we are hitting the support after an impulsive move. So this is not very, it's good enough for this move towards the upside to the resistance, but you know, we need a resistance to be broken to show bullishness. Right now there is not a lot of bullishness happening, especially going inside this consolidation pattern, this you know, triangle up here. So we need definitely to break out of the triangle towards the upside. maybe even, you know, as high as possible, definitely. But we need to see some kind of big move, some kind of, you know, strong breaking of resistances to become bullish. So I will become bullish, you know, almost immediately once this starts breaking towards the upside up here. That might be very good moves for us. But if it starts breaking downside, I'm looking for, you know, a retest down here before we actually go towards the upside again, because this move was kind of expected towards the upside. That said, guys, that said, there is one thing left that's the most important thing on the charts right now, and that's, of course, you know, everybody, what we're talking about. It's the moon, guys. Yes, that's right, it's the moons. We are expecting the full moon on the 16th. So right now it's 14, 15, 16, so we are 2 days away from the full moon. Oftentimes these bottoms do happen a little bit before, a little bit of after, but you know, they can, you know, the bottoms can happen in the ballpark here. You can see here we had full moon up here, but you know, the bottom happened a little bit before down there. So you know, right now over here is the full moon, and a little bit before here it can happen that we are already hitting this bottom right now. But what we need over here is some kind of, you know, explosion towards the upside to confirm this move towards upside. So we'll see how this actually plays out. But the full moon is definitely coming out in 2 days, and that's very bullish. You know what we say about full moons? We don't say actually much about full moons, but you know, we believe in the moons, guys. We believe. You can also see on the TF Fans Club. You can also see on the TF Fans Club we got a moon in the background. We are astronauts, right? So you know, I picked it because of the moon. It's very nice. It's very nice. So there you go. We got a moon on the logo as well because we believe in the moon, guys. We believe in the moon. That's what's gonna make us rich. To go so you can buy a chocolate Easter eggs. Yeah. Thoughts on Harmony? Any upside soon? Not quite sure. I mean, Bitcoin goes, everything goes. That's the thing that we are waiting for. We are waiting for Bitcoin to go so everything can go. So you know, Harmony is no exception right now. You know, Near might be exception because Near has been following this trend towards upside like insane level. By the way, guys, this might be some kind of lead-in or some kind of lead-in. Wait, let me just clean up the chart up here. This is Near. This is 1 hour Near. So what I'm expecting on Near over here, because this is a very nice trend line up here. You can see here following the line. So we might expect some kind of big move on the. Don't know what's gonna happen here or here. Doesn't matter. We expect some kind of lead-in bump pattern up here, and then a run move towards downside, right? So leading bump and run pattern up here, that might happen because this is just going too steadily towards the upside. It's a very steady move towards the upside up here, right? Very steady move towards the upside. Oftentimes these moves tend to, you know, explode, you know, pretty quickly and then pull back pretty fast. So watch for it. So you know, right now might be some kind of long option here, right? But as soon as it explodes towards the upside, this might be a short option because I'm expecting to go down, break the trend as well, and move in further towards downside. So the move towards downside might be very big. But now when this, you know, this pattern is gonna happen, when it's gonna, you know, pump towards the upside, but it is slowly moving towards the upside. People are getting more and more bullish on here, and oftentimes this bullishness comes in some kind of blow off top up here, short-term blow off top where it pulls back and then continues later at the end. So definitely something to watch for Near. I think Luna did something similar. Let's check it out. No, Luna didn't do anything similar. Maybe it was Zilliqa. Let's check Zilliqa. Where is Zilliqa? There is Zilliqa up here. Nope, Zilliqa didn't do anything even closer related to that move. It just pumped big time. It's a different from chart to chart. It's different from chart to chart. But over here you can see here we are expecting some kind of full moon, right? We are expecting some. Let me just go a little bit back to get lines back on the chart. There we go. You can just clean it up here. So this is what we are looking at right now, right? I don't know where this line came from. Oh, that's the pullback line. So nice triangle, waiting for the breakout. That's that. Morning Danny, morning all, morning everybody. And Harmony 1, by the way, I didn't see Harmony 1 as well. Harmony 1 over here, 2.3. It is doing the same thing as Bitcoin is doing. Monthly time frame. Let's see up here. It is doing actually a little bit last 3 days. So the question is this the bottom down here. Let's see 2-day chart. No divergence on the here. Let's see on 3-day chart. Should not be divergence. There is no divergence on the chart, but it is hitting this. Let's go down here. It is below the moving average down here. On the weekly time frame, it is, you know, very close to 100 moving average. Did break the trend. There we know that. On the weekly time, it did break trend up here. Wait, it should be something like this up here. So the trend is broken up here, so it went down here, you know, broke the trend. Right now retesting the trend, so it might be looking like it's some kind of support, right? We are very low, and we see that on a lot of coins as well. We hit some kind of very low levels, but over here, this move up here needs to break towards the upside. So that's what we're waiting for. Good morning, Rick. How you doing, man? You are our Moon Knight, Moon Inu. Yeah, Moon Inu is happening, guys. Volume of that up green was 10k plus Bitcoin, 5 million. Which green? Yeah, this is no, it's only 1,400. 10k plus Bitcoin. Wow, that's a lot. There is of course options to go down as well. There is of course options to go down here as well. There are reasons why we might pull down here as well. Legit reasons, mostly because of mostly because of liquidity. So I explained that a reason why we could pull in this area down here is because a lot of stop losses are below down here. A lot of liquidations will happen below down here. A lot of liquidation will happen below down here, and a lot of you know, whales and, you know, elites and you know, big guys with big pockets will be able to get a lot of Bitcoin down here, because once you pull the price inside this area down here, a lot of stop losses, liquidations, fear selling is gonna happen, and once that fear selling starts happening, you know, the big guys are gonna start picking up all the Bitcoin that people are selling. They pick that all up, and then, you know, the price can actually move towards the upside. So there is definitely you know, reasons for why we might go towards downside down here, but we don't have to do that. If we for whatever reason can make a break up here above, you know, some kind of 48 levels up again, that would be very bullish move towards the upside. That's what we are hoping for right now. But, you know, we won't speculate too much on what's gonna happen, you know, long term, because, you know, often long term is a little bit tricky. But over short term, we can right now look at this very nice pattern up here that's happening in the 1 hourly time frame, and whichever way it goes, we might assume that that's might be direction that we might you know, end up. 5 minutes left, pulling back below this 10 moving average. This is, you know, it broke the 10 moving average, getting rejected up here, so I'm kind of expecting this to fall out of the triangle eventually. Maybe this line should be somewhere down here, something like this. So the way I'm seeing it right now, I'm expecting a little bit move towards the downside to see if this support is holding and then break. If this support doesn't hold and we go down, that's bearish. And Bitcoin is up from bottom last night. VeChain did the same move like Near is going to do. Chart bump and run pattern. Yeah, there have been, that's why I'm saying, but there have been a lot of patterns that are doing that. Yeah, exactly, bump and run pattern. Here we go. Good call on Vash. So just the same thing that we are saying that Near might do. I pressed the wrong button. So this sort of thing, you know, this did as well. Let me just split the screen so you can see this chart very nicely up here. So this is the VeChain chart, daily chart up here, and we're gonna watch Near chart up here. Near is up here, and we're gonna go watch this on the daily time frame as well. We're gonna clean the chart up here. So what's happening here? Over here, it's a little bit, it takes a little bit more while to go up. It takes a little bit more while to go up, right? It takes a little bit more while to go up. We won't be too specific about the lines, But what you have here is some kind of a lead-in, a slow move towards the upside. So we right now have this slow move towards the upside, right? Slow move towards the upside, and then you have this big bump pattern. So you bump towards the upside, you bump towards the upside fastly, and then you got this run pattern afterwards that comes. Run pattern comes afterwards towards downside. You also break this trend line that goes up here. You break that, and then you continue on the downside a little bit more. Like over here, I think down here is the target, up here back to 16. So it might, you know, it might do very nice pump towards the upside up here. So we are watching for that, watching for this pump towards the upside. But as soon as that pump's done, if you see, we'll draw some kind of trend on this line up here. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame so you can see this better. There will be some kind of trend from the bottom down here to some kind of line, right? And as soon as that trend is you know, broken, it goes zigzag and starts falling down. The same thing is gonna happen maybe over here, because this is normal pattern. The price starts, you know, going up here, following some kind of trend line towards the upside, right? And as soon as it breaks the trend line, this trend is broken, then it goes down to the second trend line, that gets broken and pulls back even more. There's some kind of support line down here, and then, you know, it can, you know, consolidate, do whatever it wants. But this bump and run pattern can happen. So do watch for bump and run pattern on here. You know, it might be good trade opportunity down here to go long and then go short as well. So, you know, for you degenerate gamblers, you know. And right now NIR is very much hyped. I don't know why, but you know, people are talking about NIR, so there's that. There is that. 1 hourly. Let's go up here. So we got still something like 3 minutes left. We're gonna do 3 minutes of live stream left, and then we'll see how this 1 hourly closes. And hopefully that's, we got a 1 hourly bearish cross down here, a little bit high on the RSI. Let's go to 4 hourly time frame, bullish, not high on the RSI. Daily, let's go down here at 43. So yeah, we then down 35. I mean, it's 43 is in no man's land, but we are getting this, you know, this turnaround up here. But you know, this can always do like this, you know, towards downside. So we never know, but you know, we already know it's some kind of bottom. Weekly is important. Weekly, we do not want to get this cross on the downside. I mean, we need to dump some big time to cross it back on the downside. The thing that I would assume it's bullish is when we break the MACD on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, this blue line, when this blue line goes above the zero line up here, the zero line. So when the blue line goes above the zero line, I would assume this is a very bullish move. Over here we had a fake out towards downside, then up. But as soon as we went down here, below all of this, this was kind of bearish. So we went to the downside. We pulled MACD to the downside. So I would like to get above the zero line. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I would like to get back above the zero line on the weekly. The difference between the stochastic RSI and the relative strength RSI, they seem similar, but the stock RSI relies on different formula from what generates RSI values. Yeah, it is. By the way, Johnny Stang, how you do, my man? RSI is the derivative of price, meanwhile stock RSI is the derivative of RSI itself, or a second derivative of price. Yes, but you know, analyzing the stock. Stock RSI is a little bit different, though. It's a little bit different. So you know, you definitely need some kind of experience with analyzing the stock, you know, stock RSI to get anything out of it. But just stochastic, but just quick and dirty look on stochastic. By the way, Johnny Stang, how you doing, man? And we go to the daily time. What you're gonna see here that right now we are, you know, created this bottom down here. We had a cross up here, and right now we are getting back above this zero line up here. But it's really hard to, you know, really hard. Like down here, we assumed it was oversold because we are all the way down here, right? All the way down here. We saw an impulsive move with our stock RSI being on the bottom side down here. But the way I see it, like I have really hard time, you know, analyzing the stock RSI. Because when it comes to analyzing, we see for correlations, we look for correlation, we look for something similar, we look for patterns, we try to figure out, you know, what it means, you know, and so forth, because even though you get something like this, you know, some kind of bottom on the downside, like over here, some kind of bottom on the downside, you can see here it just goes like zigzag, zigzag, it can push you on the downside as well. So zigzag, zigzag, this can definitely happen, right? So I'm not quite sure how to analyze stock RSI. When I'm not sure about something, you know, I just, you know, nope, no thank you. Loving the show. Thanks, man. So right now it's 10 o'clock. Let's check the 1 hourly time frame. How we close on the 1 hourly time frame up here. Let's pull out the moving averages. So up here we did fail to get back above the 10 moving average up here. You can see here on the screen. This is only 1 hourly time frame, but you know, whatever. This line up here, we failed to get back above it. We pulled back below it. So you know, this is a break of the support. Right now, this is a rejection of the support. If we fail right now and go below the 20 moving average, you know, I would expect eventually to break. So right now, I think that the big probability is towards downside down here than towards the upside. I think because of this rejection. We're gonna see how this actually plays out. This 1 hourly time frame, so it can change pretty quick, but you know, that's that. On the 4 hourly time frame, we don't have any break of any important resistance. We just pull back a little bit, still in triangle. We are still above the 10-20 moving average, still below the resistance. So not much is happening on the 4 hourly time frame. The most, you know, interesting right now thing is happening on the 1 hourly time frame up here, where we're gonna, you know, break out of this triangle towards the downside or upside. Morning, mister. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that for today. Keep on watching the 1 hourly triangle. Check out NIR. I think there is gonna be a lot of plays on NIR right now. I think NIR might pump big time towards upside, and then you have a gigantic pullback. So you know, there are some kind of options there. I don't know about Shiba. Shiba, you know, pumped too much yesterday, so it needs you know, at least consolidation before it does anything. This is Shiba 1 hourly consolidation part up here happening. So if you see this triangle up here, you can redraw the triangle, but if you're trying to start breaking the downside, you know, that might be bad. You can definitely draw some kind of triangle on 1 hourly time frame and see where it breaks on the Shiba as well. But you know, it just had too much of a move yesterday, so you know, whether it's gonna continue or not, that's kind of hard to say. Greece from Rotterdam, thanks, man. I hope you're having nice weather in Rotterdam, because here it's rainy and it's cloudy. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, see you tomorrow, 9 AM sharp on the dollar. Bitcoin daily, because we're gonna also tonight there is gonna be, of course, live stream, so do check it out. And if you, of course, want to get all of the notifications for all of the videos, because not always is YouTube very helpful with sending out notifications, do join the Telegram channel, you know, at least for the notifications, you know, it just pops up, you know, up there. That's that. Batch Guitar, thanks, man. Now, thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. Okay, guys, cheers. Later. Bye-bye. I'm gonna do outro. Yeah, I'm gonna do outro. Joey.